half a day. See Chris Barnett, and right now, I'm basically invisible behind the dense foliage, the dense jungles of Letexen. You know, the ancient Chamorros called it Letexen. The Spanish called it Retidian. But no matter what you call it, all of this is on the firing line because Uncle Sam and the Militaki, they want to build a firing range here. Thousands of years ago, an ancient Chamorro village thrived here. Now the only thing thriving here is the mosquitoes. You know, Uncle Sam, if you guys want to target practice, come down here and target practice on these mosquitoes. Getting eaten alive. They like that half-white meat. Thanks for joining me. Episode 4 of the Malafunkshun Show. And you know what they say? The fourth time's a charm. Está listo, how, Guam? Está lista. Está listo, how? Sorry, bro.
The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect those of Pacific Telestations, our employees, or advertisers.
Half a day. My name's Chris Malafunkshun Barnett. You might know me from radio, TV, stand-up comedy, or even social media. I've got something to say about everything. Sometimes I joke, sometimes I'm serious. But no matter what I do, I'm always Malafunction. Welcome to my show.
You know what's cool about the north? Up here on the base, they have the sandy white bitches. I don't know why Uncle Sam wants to turn all this into a firing range. I thought Uncle Sam already had a firing range. It's called Afghanistan. North Korea, that make a great firing range. Just saying.
Self-philosophy, in which our hero, Chris Malafunction, treats us to random musings from a cell phone.
You know, ever since the scandals in the church happened, whenever I go to Mass, I do my best to make sure the altar boys are okay. I make eye contact with them. Boy, you okay? You okay, boy? Polly's not doing anything, right? Blink if you're okay, boy. Yeah, because I had to call my mom last week and just thank her for never letting me be an altar boy. And my mom told me I didn't have anything to worry about because when I was growing up, the priest in my village, he was different from the other priests because he was into women. Yeah, good-looking priest too, man. Kind of looked like Elvis Presley with green eyes. I mean, when he was priest, attendance at the Mass was up 9,000%. All the women were fighting to get him into the confessional. Yee, Polly, if I get you one-on-one. Yee. And no one really knew what he was up to until like a year later when he went back to the States. That's when he started seeing all these half-caste babies with green eyes popping up all over the village. You know, these scandals in the church shook a lot of people's faith, you know. A lot of Catholics jumped ship. Like my uncle, he switched to Jehovah's Witness. And after a month, he switched back to Catholic because he found out Jehovah's Witness can't eat frittata. And they don't celebrate fiesta either. People, they say Catholicism's like a serious religion, but to me, it's a party religion. Think about it, right? Christening, you have party. First Holy Communion, you have party. Confirmation, you have party. When the novena's over, the Finacpo, you have party. Every month, the village fiesta, the patron saint, party. It's party, party, party night. And you know, no matter what happens, I'm proud to be Catholic. Sometimes it's dangerous, especially driving, because like every 5 miles, you have to take your hands off the wheel and make the sign of the cross when you pass the church. It's risky. You could get into an accident. But like I said, though, I'm proud to be Catholic, you know, no matter what. To quote the 1980s philosopher George Michael, you gotta have faith. We're talking about some of the stereotypes that people have about people who work in the government of Guam. What are some of the things that you heard?
Hard workers. That's it.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that stereotype. But what about the 3-hour lunch? Is that a real thing?
That's not a real thing. You're coming over to food stamp and you'll see how we work. We work while we eat.
Do you think we should go back to the paper food stamp?
Oh no. No, we shouldn't because, we have to go with the technology.
Yeah, but the paper food stamp, that's how I learned my math. You gotta count the change, you know what I mean? These kids now, they need to learn math.
Probably, but no. Technology.
And they're all about family and, like you said, buenas, and like I said, man, the tulip, hey, the tulip is the best, chalo.
What are some of the negative stereotypes you've heard?
Well, they're not getting too much sleep. That's the only negative thing I can say about them. They need to get some sleep.
They need to get some sleep, bro. They need to get some sleep, bro.
Yeah, they need to get some sleep, and like I said, do the natural thing is the best thing in the world, man.
So a lot of people have been complaining about DMV, right, with the long lines. Does it ever get frustrating for you?
Yes.
What would be your advice to them?
Be patient. Will you get there?
Get your damn paperwork in order.
Hey, that too.
So what do they need now?
Payers verification, passport, birth certificate, and their recent Guam ID to renew.
Also, they need to bring 2 aunties who can verify their identity, right?
Okay.
Bring your Nina to DMV.
Okay.
Do you get that a lot where you have family and friends, they want that connection?
No, they wait like everybody else.
It's not like the good old days.
Yeah.
Thank you, huh? Okay. I'll call you though for my connect. I need to get my... Which fire station has the best cooking, you think?
Oh, by far, that's Tamuning. By far. I would argue that Agate has some good cooks down there. But again, these are creature comforts that we do to boost morale and to develop and encourage teamwork.
Ever had to give CPR to a person with just really bad breath?
That's horrible. That's horrible.
I believe that the kids nowadays, they lack a lot of responsibility. They don't care as much as from my time. That's how I feel.
And they don't know how to make rice.
Exactly. We still have to correct papers. We do house cleaning in our classroom. We set up our lessons for the next day. When I'm sleeping, I'm still thinking about, the following day, what I'm gonna do, my setup, my kids. If I have to call my parents. We buy the supplies for our kids. Homework is not done, so parents really need to take their responsibility with taking care of their kids.
So what are some pet peeves you have of being a teacher?
Pet peeves. I hate it when my kids don't push in their chair. That's just me. I hate it when my kids are not prepared. I hate it when I have to repeat myself constantly over and over. They're not paying attention.
When I was going to school, they used to make me stick my nose in the circle on the chalkboard or hold up the books. Do you ever get to do that to the kids?
No, I don't do that. I use a lot of positive reinforcement in my classroom. I actually have a classroom store.
Some of these kids, though, they need the corporal punishment.
You know what? Come to my classroom and I don't use corporal punishment at all.
That's why I was in the paddling team in high school because I always got paddled.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. What about the legendary government of Guam 3-hour lunch break? Is that true?
No. Maybe there are some that it does happen, but not in our area. Our area is very strict.
What are some of the things that you hear from customers' complaints?
The rates are high. I'm not using the power. Why is my rates high? You can go into myenergyguam.com and you can see all your readings. The smart meters are very good right now.
You cannot go on myenergyguam.com if your power's disconnected, though.
No, Chris, you can. But you can go to the library.
You ever feel like people hate on GMH because, now you got GRMC and everyone's like, oh, GMH this, GMH that?
No. A lot of them are coming back to GMH. I don't know why.
So we do not turn nobody away, and our doors are always open to everybody.
So how's morale at the hospital?
Them around the hospital, I've been there for going on 13 years. So far, it's so good. I mean, we have ups and downs, but we seem to manage and pull through.
Did you realize all this time that your Sinai's crooked?
Well, because I've been working too hard. And see, when you're making it straight, wait, let me make it straight. And I also, it's from Guam, I am holy.
Does it bother you when people try and sneak in oxtail for the patient?
It does, because it's our one part of our policy is no outside food, and we're trying to promote healthy food, healthy living. But of course, sometimes when patients really want it so bad, well, of course we have to get a doctor's permission to do that. Yes.
So is it hard to get doctor's permission to bring in a beef shank for a heart attack patient?
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be a no.